Hi, this is Penny Hill with EFT Tapping for Stress Relief and the creator of the Habits of Happiness courses. So, I think I'm probably like most people that I make snap judgments about things. I'll see something and it'll be, oh, I don't like that. Why did he say that? That's not a that's not a good thing. That's not pretty. Who said that? Who would believe that? Right? So, the part of our brain that makes these snap judgments is the amygdala. And the amygdala is a very ancient part of our brain, and it was and is responsible for keeping us alive. So, in the way back, evolutionarily, the amygdala was um, doing the job actually that it does now, looking and scanning the environment all of the time for danger, not danger, danger, not danger. And that could have been wild animals, that could have been a poisonous food that had been identified. So that has carried over to now. So in the past, we are the descendants of the people who in the past recognized danger the first, the earliest, and ran away from it. And we're also the descendants of the people who followed them the quickest, because we are a tribal species and we borrow the benefits of other people's brains. So some people may have been very good at recognizing safe foods. So that became a skill that that person was recognized for. Certain hunters may have been very well recognized for pattern recognition. So they might see a prey animal or they might see a predator before others did. And their skill at seeing those things allowed or encouraged other people to follow their lead. So that obviously carries over, right? And even in EFT now, we talk about borrowing benefits. When we tap for our own issues and other people tap along with us, they also get the benefits of tapping for their own issues. But some people are great architects or artists or merchants, and so we follow the lead of the people who do the best. This has been an evolutionary thing that we still are operating out of. There are a lot of things about our brains that people think that they're making choices right now, but they're really just following old habits established in the brain. And the way that the amygdala is operating right now is sometimes it does operate in the original sense. You're walking down a street and you see someone, and there's just something about them that you think maybe I'll just cross the street. Or you might be in a situation, maybe a party or a gathering or a group, and you feel a shift in the energy. And you go, I don't think this is a good place for me to be anymore. And so you leave. We are very connected to each other energetically in ways that we don't consciously understand, but our body does. Our body, which is essentially our subconscious, processes way more information much faster than our conscious minds do. So if we listen to that instinct, our out of the situation before our mind can catch up and go, oh, I remember that guy. Or you see something happening behind you and you go, wow, I'm glad I got out of there. So listening to those instincts and following not the amygdala so much, but the subconscious, right? They work together, right? So this is actually not what I started off to make this video about. But I think it helps to understand that your brain is operating the way it's supposed to when you are having these negative thoughts. So that first negative thought is your brain. The second one, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, that's you. So we get stuck in believing that our thoughts are true, and they're not necessarily. Very often we get stuck in that judgment. That's good, that's bad, variations of that. But in a situation like we live in most of the time, where most of the situations we run across are situations and people that are pretty well known to us. And you might just go, every time I see that guy, Jerry, I just, I don't like him. I don't know why, but it just bugs me every time I see him. So there's something about him that triggers a response in your amygdala, something in your experience that reinforces that. Now, there's nothing wrong with Jerry. The response, well, there might be something wrong with Jerry, but the response to Jerry is actually in you. Outside sources don't make us feel things, right? Past the immediate, I need to get out of a dangerous situation reaction, most of the time, most of the experiences we're having are based on previous experiences. And so we're bringing up old files. Now, subconsciously, Jerry might remind you of an uncle or a friend of your mom's that teased you when you were a kid. It might be someone on a bus when you were 3 that scared you. There is all this stuff going on in your subconscious that you really don't have conscious memories for. And the reactions may have been appropriate to a 3-year-old or an 8-year-old, but are not now. So after you've ascertained that there really is nothing actually physically or emotionally or socially dangerous to you about Jerry, then it's up to you to change your reaction. Because every time you engage in that there is a little bit of your life force that goes into draining, that gets drained by that. And if you take some time and change that response, then you reclaim that energy. And now you've got a little bit more life energy for positive things. And every time you interrupt a negative thought, you change your body chemistry for the better. So you always start tapping with the current truth, even if you don't know what that current truth is. So it would sound like, even though every time I see that guy, Jerry, he just bugs me, and I don't know why, I accept myself. That guy, Jerry, every time I see him, he just bugs me. He just bugs me. He just grates me the wrong way, and I don't know why. But I'm open to letting that go. I would like a more positive feeling about this. There's no reason to have this reaction to Jerry, and I think I could be safe letting it go. Right? So your reaction will be more complex, hopefully. Something will occur to you, perhaps a memory, perhaps a more complete body sensation that you can go, all right, when I think about Jerry, I have this lump in my stomach and it's kind of blue gray and kind of blah and it's kind of jittery, right? And I love working with sensations in the body like that because they represent the energy itself, not the mental construct or mental um, memory, right? I was here, those people were there with me, this happened. That's not the part that needs to be cleared. It's the attachments that we've made to the energy of whatever this reaction is. And the sensation in the body is a very pure, clear representation that your subconscious is putting forward. That this is what it is. And your conscious mind doesn't even have to know. So don't be bothered about your first or maybe even the second negative reaction to something, to a situation or a person. But past that, you get to choose. Now, no matter how guilty someone was about making you feel the way you feel, in truth, they are not making you feel that way now. This is coming from you. So at some point, something happened, someone did something, you reacted to it. And now it's still your responsibility to choose your reaction. It's not Jerry's responsibility to make you feel better. It's yours. So the difference between guilt and responsibility is that if I am not taking care of business, if I'm not taking care of my own business, you're not guilty. You just are working your way towards just taking care of yourself. And we're all doing that journey at our own pace. So if you're taking a little bit longer, don't worry about it. Some things are much bigger and more complex to release, but just keep working at it. And if you need some help, of course, I'm available. Just contact me and I can offer the help that I have to offer. So, as always, I wish for you a joyful heart and the ability and the inspiration to choose your own happiness. Take care.